physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey on our The Purifiers of Pilgrimage retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite. Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey on our The Purifiers of Pilgrimage retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite. Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey on our The Purifiers of Pilgrimage retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too...
Welcome to the new Tareeqah Muhammadiyah website. Stay up to date with the latest videos, guidance, tweets, Facebook posts from the luminary, Sheikh Ahmed Dabag. See all upcoming events and register before the tickets are sold out. Origins of Tareeqah Muhammadiyah. Where did this all start from? New page dedicated to the current master of self-purification, Ahmed Dabag, and the authorized trainers from around the globe. Are you ready to take the first steps towards Allah? Then why not get in touch to begin your journey today and start fulfilling the purpose of your existence? Online tutors available to guide you step at a time via the Prophetic Path app. Do you find it hard to leave sins or maintain your good actions? Then why not attend our free weekly physical or online classes of self-development and remembrance so that you may improve as an individual as well as recharge your spiritual energy to tackle the week ahead? Are you suffering from black magic, jinn possession, evil eye, anxiety, physical or mental illnesses? Are you stressed out, don't know what to do or who to talk to? Look no further. We're here to help you. Fill in the contact information and a qualified practitioner will be in touch. Not sure what to do during special months or nights such as Ramadan or Night of Power? Then visit our literature page to download free booklets and pamphlets so that you may benefit more than ever before. Don't forget to share with others. Unveilings of the Unseen. Learn how to increase the level of your faith by witnessing the unseen world such as the angels, heavens, life of the grave, interacting with the prophets. Are you one of those lovers who is dying to witness the beauty of the beloved, the most beautiful Prophet Muhammad? Peace be upon him. Then wait no longer. Learn how to connect with the Prophet Muhammad spiritually today. Do you feel bored while performing Salah? mind starts to wander elsewhere? Ever thought of why the Salah is classed as the mirage of the believer? Learn today how you can improve your Salah and start your mirage in Salah. Contact qualified teachers around the globe who are there to help you and support you via email or phone, and if possible, at one of the centers. Have you benefited from any of our courses? Why not organize an event in your locality or online by visiting the Invite Us page and become a means of positive change in your locality? Be fruitful wherever you have been planted.
Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey under the Purifiers of Pilgrimage Retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite. Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey under the Purifiers of Pilgrimage Retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite. Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey under the Purifiers of Pilgrimage Retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th July. Register now on Eventbrite.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the wrong.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Amma ba'du fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters who have joined us online for our very special weekly online spiritual ascension. And again, it's due to the infinite mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has given us the opportunity, sinful people like myself, the opportunity to sit here for His remembrance and to try and connect to Allah Pak and His beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the opportunity, and yet when we try, we have to make the effort to try and attend. And I always say it's very hard, it's difficult. I appreciate that this day and age, with all work, family commitments, business, all sorts of distractions going on around us, that we sometimes struggle to make it to this even weekly appointment with our like-minded brothers and mentors to do this meditation, this spiritual ascension. And one of the trick that the shaitan, the arch enemy, is constantly playing with us is that he convinces us that we are so sinful that we should not be attending even this online gathering because there's no point, because the amount of sins that I've committed today or throughout the week, that it's going to be almost embarrassing for me to sit here amongst such pious people and pretend to be pious and try and connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will do this again in the future. Let's do it again some other time when we are more pious, when we are in a less sinful state. And that's the trick, the misconception that he sort of tricks us with, to stop us from connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you know, if you are feeling low, if you are feeling in a sinful state, i.e. you are spiritually ill, that is the time to go and see the doctor. That is the time to go see the teacher, the mentor, and to connect with such blessed gatherings with like-minded brothers and sisters who are trying to inspire and motivate each other to do good. And yet we sometimes fall in that trap that, you know, not now. When I'm feeling less sinful and feeling more pious, I'll connect. And as I've said, this is the time when you are ill to go and see the doctor. We don't go and see the doctor when we're feeling great, feeling healthy. We don't book an appointment and pop in to see the doctor, and the doctor says, how can I help you today? And say, look, I just came to tell you that I'm feeling really good. And he's going to say, look, why have you come to see me? You know, you go and don't waste my time. This is an opportunity for somebody else to come and take this slot who is ill, who needs my time. And, you know, it's not just one thing, it's many things like this where we are stopped in our journey in connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes the shaitan convinces us that we are so busy in the dunya. Let us make a little bit more money. Let me achieve a little bit more in my career. And once I've achieved a certain state, I will then connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will then sit in a masjid with a tasbih in my hand and do Allah, 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 zikr of Allah all the time. My question is, my brothers and sisters, is what's stopping us from connecting and doing the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now? What's connecting us from attending these blessed gatherings now when we are perhaps in the lowest state of despair and sin and sometimes feeling quite hopeless? Because this is the time to connect and lift ourselves up spiritually and overcome those bad sort of thoughts, bad deeds, and wash ourselves. Like when your car is dirty, that's the time you go to the car wash to get it clean. You don't run it through the car wash when the car is already purified and clean. So that's why these gatherings are very, very important. And as I mentioned last week, we have to try and motivate each other to attend. So just before, or even a day before, or a couple of hours before, ring the person who may have introduced you, who you are paired up with, or who is your friend, who is living in your locality, even though it's an online gathering. It's good to motivate each other and say, look, don't forget, we've got the spiritual essential gathering today. Make sure you set some time aside and attend. And that reminds me also that we have our spiritual retreat coming along very soon on the 16th of July. We are going to be constantly reminding you, simply because now is the time for you to start preparing. Now is the time to book that time off from work, to put those domestic arrangements in place so you can attend, especially for my sisters who may need to take that extra step to, you know, prepare and put some arrangements in place. Because if you leave it to the last minute and you know what's going to happen, you are definitely not going to be able to participate because you've left it too late. So now you've got a good, clear 2 weeks to prepare, because it starts for a fortnight's time from tomorrow, and 2 weeks is ample time to start making those preparations. We have sent all the messages out. You can register on Eventbrite. Please do register, because we need to know what numbers will be participating so we can make the appropriate arrangements as well in terms of the mentors, resources, and also for physical participants, for those who are attending or intending to attend. We need to obviously make sure that sufficient arrangements are in place. Without further ado, I'd like to hand over to the Ustad who will be leading tonight's session. And today we are blessed with our brother and Ustad Tasif, who will be leading the actual muraqbah, leading and guiding you. And then towards the end, or when we are finished, we will be blessed with Ustad Abdul Rahim, who will be available to give the feedback from the participants who will be sharing their feedback. And also, please don't be shy. Do try and participate for the feedback and share your experience or any problems that you may be having. So over to Ustad Tasif now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to each and every one of you to our weekly gathering of Ascension. Inshallah, we are in the blessed day and the blessed month of Dhul Hijjah, which is connected to the supreme soul of Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Ad-Dabbagh, rahimahullahu ta'ala warda, our Grandmaster, who today, the 20th of Dhul Qa'dah, is associated with his passing from this temporal world. And what a great reminder and for ourselves to commemorate such a great personality who not only has a personal link to you and me as we are his spiritual grandchildren, but also somebody who just the mere life is a teaching in itself. The number of years that they've lived and the impact that they've had. That even in today, in 2021, we are commemorating and remembering not just his teachings, his life, but spiritually being able to connect and benefit from him and his blessed representatives, Ahmed Dabbagh, Hafizahullah. So inshallah, today's session, if I could request everybody to also focus particularly on the blessed personality of Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Ad-Dabbagh, rahimahullah, and to benefit from the holy month of Dhul Qa'dah. And also, inshallah, as you're aware, we will be approaching the holiest of the 4 months, which is Dhul Hijjah, very, very shortly, so maybe 10 days away. So also begin to prepare ourselves for these beautiful 10 days. And as mentioned, the retreat is also another opportunity to do so. Inshallah, we'll begin the practice. And as mentioned, we will also have at the end opportunity to share the feedback. And for all of us, really, it's an opportunity and our mindset should be one where we're trying to improve ourselves and bring better quality ascensions each week and each time. And this comes through practice and practice and practice, inshallah. So, inshallah, if I could ask everybody to again sit in a comfortable manner and closing their eyes to begin to refresh your intention. That really we were created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and our main ultimate objective is to seek his pleasure. So let us rectify and align to this divine intention. Ya Allah, we are here for your sake only, to seek your pleasure. And now begin to reflect on the 3 keys that verily Allah Azza wa Jal is with us. He's seeing us wherever we are, however we've sat, however we've come. Allah is seeing, and Allah is all hearing and is listening and hearing our inner thoughts, our worries within our minds, our hearts. And now, inshallah, we'll be reciting the protection a'mals, which consist of reciting A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and then Surah Al-Fatiha once, Ayatul Kursi, which is Allahu la ilaha illahu, once, and then the three Surah Qul Wallahu Ahad, Qul A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq, and Qul A'udhu bi Rabbin Nas in the sequence 3 times, and then blow on your hands and rub all over your body. Inshallah, so we'll be reciting this individually now. Once finished, blow into your palms and rub all over your body. And inshallah, now we'll be entering and practicing the 3 mindsets, beginning with the mindset of humbleness, and bring any thought which reminds you of your state. For example, that each and every evil deed and action that you have committed, hundreds and thousands, verily we are aware of each and every one of them, and maybe we know 1 or 2 of others. So really we are the lowest, that we are aware of what we do in our own time. Others may not see, they may not know. But we are aware of our own shortcomings and darkness. Despite this, Allah continues to bless us. He is the exalted, the generous. Now enter the mindset and the state of gratitude and thankfulness to Allah the Almighty by reflecting on the very many blessings which each and every one of us enjoys on a daily, hourly, minute by minute basis. For example, one can reflect on the blessing of hearing. Imagine how your life would be if you were born without this ability. How would you learn? How would you interact with others? How could you work? How could you maybe hear the blessed words of the Quran being recited? How could you hear the blessed words of wisdom of the hadith of the Messenger? So many blessings we take for granted. But really reflect deeply and thank Allah from the bottom of your heart. Now we enter the mindset and the state of reliance and tawakkul in Allah the Almighty, and we reflect on the fact that despite of our knowledge, our good deeds, our sacrifice, without Allah's help and Allah's permission, we cannot travel anywhere, we cannot do anything. So really all of this is dependent and contingent on the will and the permission of Allah, the Almighty. And if He Azza wa Jal wills, then sinful, heedless people can gain His closeness in seconds, in minutes. And if He wills, knowledgeable and arrogant people can travel for thousands and thousands of years. So reflect on this and bring yourself into this state of reliance. Inshallah, now can repeat after me. We'll be reciting the preparation adhkar, which begins with the basmala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Astaghfirullah alladhi la ilaha illa hu al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. Astaghfirullah الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Now, imagine the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal illuminating the sky in a beautiful white color. And as the blessed name of Allah dominates and illuminates the sky, the white light descends from the blessed name and enters through the top of your head and engulfs and fills your whole body. And as the light descends from the head to your toes, it is as if all the darkness, all the grease, the obstacles, the worries, the anxieties are being cleansed. And as you breathe out with your mouth, they're being expelled. So you're breathing in with the nose, and as you breathe in, the white light enters and fills your whole body. And as you breathe out, the anxieties, the darkness, the worries are leaving. And now you see the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal illuminated in the red color. And as you breathe in through your nose, you see the red light traveling and descending inside you down to the red latifa, which is in the groin area. And as you breathe out, all of the darkness is leaving from behind the red latifa. All of the worries, all of the obstacles relating to it are leaving from behind. So breathe in deeply through the nose and see the red light filling your body down to the red latifa. And as you breathe out, the darkness is leaving from behind. And now the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in the orange color, and the orange light descends, and as you breathe in through the nose, the light is traveling inside you and descending and directed to the orange latifa in the navel. And as you breathe out, you see all of the darkness is leaving from behind the orange latifa. And now the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in the yellow color. And as you breathe in through the nose, you see the yellow light is traveling and descending inside you directly to the yellow latifa in the stomach. And as you breathe out, you see all of the darkness, the obstacles leaving from behind the yellow latifa. Now, the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in the green color, beautiful green color light. And as you breathe in deeply through your nose, you see this green light entering the body and descending directly into the green latifa in the chest area. And as you breathe in, this light descends down into the chest, and as you breathe out, you see all of the darkness leaving from behind the green latifa. And now the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in a light blue color. And as you breathe in deeply through your nose, you see the light blue light traveling and descending inside you into the light blue latifa in the throat. And as you breathe out from your mouth, you see the darkness leaving from behind the light blue latifa. And with it, all of the obstacles and worries and sins are being cleansed and leaving from behind. And now the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in the dark blue color. And as you breathe in through the nose, the dark blue light is entering directly into your forehead, into the dark blue latifa in the forehead. And as you breathe out, you see all of the sins, the darkness, leaving the dark blue latifa from behind. So breathe in deeply. And now you see the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminated in a beautiful white color. And as you breathe in, the white light descends and enters the white latifa in the crown, which is just above your head. The white light enters the latifa directly, and as you breathe out, the darkness within it is cleansed and is leaving from behind. And now refreshing the three keys, Allah is with us, seeing us and hearing us. You continue to see the blessed name of Allah Azza wa Jal in a beautiful white color. And as you are breathing in, you see the light descending and entering from the head down, entering every part of the body and cleansing all the latifa. So as you're breathing in through the nose, the white light descends, and more of your body is filled with this light, and slowly you feel lighter and lighter. And as your body is flooded with this white light, this powerful white light, your body begins to slowly disintegrate and disappear. And as you continue to breathe in, only the latifa, the breath and the spirit remain, and now the latifas begin one by one to also disappear, starting with the red latifa disappearing, and the orange latifa, the yellow latifa, the green latifa, the light blue latifa, the dark blue latifa, and finally the white latifa. Only your breath and your spirit remains. And as you continue to breathe, you begin to create the spiritual body in front of you. You imagine as if you're seeing yourself in the mirror. And if this is difficult, then one can see the blessed teacher in front of them. Take a few deep breaths and slowly prepare to transfer into this spiritual body. And when you are ready, take the golden breath and transfer into the spiritual body. And first and foremost, you will be looking and thinking of our blessed teacher, and then continue the journey from there. Inshallah, now, wherever you have reached, seek permission and begin to slowly bring yourself back.
يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك طلع البدر علينا من ثنية الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Jazakallah Ustad Tasif for leading a very guided, beautiful session there. I'm sure everybody was able to follow so clearly and benefit. And again, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's immense blessings that we were able to participate and benefit from that. Now, my brothers and sisters, it's your opportunity to give your feedback and ask any questions that you may have relating to this session, to the spiritual ascension, or any obstacles that you may have that you would like to discuss. For those of you who want to relay their experience live online, please raise your hand. And for those of you who want to write, please write in the Q&A section. And again, up until now, and in a fortnight, I will constantly remind you about our spiritual retreat. For those of you who have joined late, please make a note in your diaries. Friday, the 16th of July till Sunday, the 8th of July. It's only 2 nights. 2 nights where you are expected to allocate that time dedicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for your own benefit. It's for my benefit and your benefit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not going to benefit from us setting this time aside. So what I would like you to do is make that special effort to attend physically for the brothers who are local, again subject to restrictions, and online for anyone from anywhere around the world. And you will find this to be a most beneficial experience, as many people have done many past retreats. Stefano Bertani, I did see a hand raised, but that may have been by accident. 1 second. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I thought I saw a hand raised, but it may have been by accident. And there was something in the chat section. believe our honorable teacher, Ustad Abdul Rahim, is with us now. We'll be able to participate in the feedback session. Our brother Abdul Momin is ready from Morocco. MashaAllah, marhaba. Brother Abdul Momin, please unmute yourself and say your salams and relay your feedback, please. Brother Abdul Momin.
I think he's mentioning he raised the hand by mistake.
Is that Brother Abdul Momin from Morocco?
It's definitely.
Oh, sorry, yes. Okay. I thought there was two different people, not realizing it's the same person with two different names. MashaAllah. Okay, so again, something has come through.
Brother Abdul Basit is ready, inshallah, to convey.
Okay, I will read this one first, then Brother Abdul Basit can relay afterwards. Anonymous attendee, Assalamu alaikum. I struggled through the cleansing process, but I did imagine the blessed teacher. Throughout the process, I was very emotional and felt remorse and guilt of being so sinful and struggling to strive in my daily life. What I do vaguely remember is I saw a lamb that the blessed teacher gave. It was like he had also sacrificed the lamb. Blessed teacher was seen on a white horse. Just bits I had seen, I became very upset towards the end. Again, from an anonymous attendee. Do try and give us your name and where you're from if you are able to do so. But if you insist on remaining anonymous, again, that's entirely up to yourself. So if I can hand that over to Ustad Abdul Rahim to give the feedback, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair for the feedback. And really, the cleansing process is quite, you can say, it's a process that one needs to practice more and more. And the more one understands the process, the easier it will become for that person to, you can say, access the spiritual world, and things will become more clearer as well. Alhamdulillah, you have seen some glimpses of some guidances, especially of the lamp and the teacher sacrificing or giving this lamp to you. It shows that the lamp is really the teacher, and their guidance is that whatever teachings that they have given to you, this is like a lamp for you in this world. Like you see the lamp, it shines wherever you take it. It shines the darkened places. People all over the world use a lamp whenever they need light, and whenever a person is in a dark place, they use a lamp. So this is indicating to you is that if someone is in the darkness of heedlessness and disobedient, then you should use the guidance of this lamp and remind yourself of the guidances and the path of the Prophet ﷺ, the path of the Mashayikh, and the sayings and the teachings of Sheikh Ahmad Tabbagh. Then you will be in light, and you'll take yourself away from darkness and into the right path again. Because if you imagine that if a person is walking down a dark alley or a dark place and he does not have a lamp, then he might stumble into, you can say, harmful places or people or things. What to say about the jungle and harmful animals, etc. So all of these things has a lamp. It brightens one's, you can say, surroundings and one's life as well. Now the sacrifice, and this indicates that the sacrifice is the, you can say, is the lamb that they're indicating. So that itself is, you can say, the sacrifice in this lamb is to indicate that you should sacrifice whatever is an obstacle for you in your life. So whatever is obstacle in your life, you should sacrifice this. And it could be the, you know, a TV, it could be internet, it could be a phone, it could be people in your life. and they are sacrificing this lamb. Now you have to, like they say, is that what is our sacrifice? What can we sacrifice? It is to sacrifice whatever is an obstacle for you in the closeness to Allah Azza wa Jal. Now, you know, in this retreat, it's all about the sacrifice and how the person can gain great blessings and gain closeness of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. And there's the teaching of sacrifice, really. So one should definitely attend or partake in this retreat, and one will establish what their greatest, you can say, darkness or greatest obstacle is, and how to sacrifice this as well. And also, also the teacher is indicating that you have all the tools in order to sacrifice. So it's merely doing it now. You know what is the obstacle in your life. You know what is always getting on the way. And you also know the tools for it as well, meaning the guidances and advice that you have been given. If someone is still confused with this, then I will say that you should reconsult with one's mentor and go over what is the obstacles that one is facing, on major obstacles, and inshallah progress, direct yourself to them, and inshallah they will give you more advice and more opening, inshallah. But I know you mentioned lamb, and really sometimes lamp and these are all an opening, you can say. It's an opening. It's can be an obstacle, it can be a form of light as well. And whatever, if you can unlock whatever the obstacle is in your life, then, and if you sacrifice that, then your day will become you can say a bright and shiny lamp, or a lamb, you can say, that you can sacrifice and benefit others as well, inshallah. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah for that feedback. Abdul Basit, if you are ready, please say your salams and offer your feedback.
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
So I transferred into the teacher, my salam, and asked for forgiveness for being so busy and not remembering the teacher throughout the day.
Brother Bass, I think the microphone is a little bit low, so maybe if you could speak closer, it might help, inshallah.
I think I'm using it. Just give me a second. Okay. In the meantime, if there's someone else.
Sorry, Brother Bass, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, but I think I have a problem.
Sorry, we can't hear you fully. If, it might be the microphone.
It seems quite clear on the outside filter.
Okay, try your best. Let's
Can
see.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, just a second. So I'm very close to the.
This is better.
Now is much better. Now is much better. Thank you.
So I transferred into the teacher and gave my salam and asked for forgiveness for being so busy with worldly matters and not remembering the teacher throughout the day. We traveled to the blessed mazar of our Grandmaster Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Tabbakh Rahmatullah Alayh. As we come there, instantly I start to recite Durood all the time. I see the nur of the name of Allah Azza wa Jal is illuminating the mazar, and Grandmaster appear, and we merge our spirits. And I asked the blessed teacher permission to speak to our Grandmaster. I asked them for Nashia for my life and the departure of this temporal world, reminding myself of their passing from this world, as well as for my daily affairs. The Nasiya I get is to keep on smiling, as this is the sunnah of our beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as well as keep on thinking positive. To remind myself of the nature of this temporal world, I instantly start the La ilaha illallah zikr in such a way that the emphasis is all the time on illallah. And I keep on repeating illallah, illallah, illallah. I keep on doing this till the end, and my thoughts are that I should remind myself all the time to keep on focusing on Allah Azza wa Jal throughout the day. I should not worry about any worldly matter, whether it is work related or family related. I should leave this entirely to Allah Azza wa Jal. So this zikr continued till the end of the spiritual experience. I ask permission and return to the body. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah. Brother Abdul Basit, over to Ustad Abdul Rahim now, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah, Brother Abdul Basit, for your contribution and feedback. MashaAllah, really, it is self-explanatory, and the blessing nasiha and to be in such a blessed company that really one cannot imagine being such. And the few advice, maybe a few advice, but they are most powerful advice that can benefit you and accelerate your closeness to them. One is the smile, meaning that whenever one is feeling down, whenever one sees any negativity in one's life or bad news, then they should pick themselves up in positivity and just remember the smile of Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbar Rahimahullah, who will give you comfort. So whenever there is hardship in your life, whenever there is struggle in your life, then remember their blessed smile, which you have seen, should really take away all of the, you can say, the feeling of loss, the feeling of loss, or whatever it may be that makes a person feel down, and just remember their blessed smile. Now really, their smile is, like you said, this is the sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. By remembering the smile of Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbar Rahimahullah is, and practicing this as well to others and helping them bring a smile into their life, is also radiate their love and radiate the love and the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to all who is close to you, in your household, your family, your friends. And you know, the more you do this, the greater the message will be easier for you when you speak to them. Now think of positive things whenever one, and the other guidance is really being thankful and whatever a person has in their life and whatever situation that they are in. And illallah, meaning that everything is in the control and everything is in the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. And one should always want Allah. No matter in this life, he has everything. He has money, he has family, he has every rich. If he does not have Allah Azza wa Jal, he has nothing really. So always know that, and remind yourself that that is the greatest goal, is to have Allah in your heart, in your life, meaning that wherever you are, you remind yourself of Allah Azza wa Jal. So for example, you're doing the zikr. One is the zikr of the tongue, one is the zikr of the body, one is the zikr of the mind. So the zikr of the body is that whenever you do things physically with your hand or your tongue, or when you look at direction, remember Allah Azza wa Jal. Because when you give something to someone, remember Allah is most giving. I only gave this person maybe some little bit of money in charity, but Allah is the one who is continuously giving. He is the giver really. He is the one who has given this, not me. Whenever a person is with the mind, he thinks of Allah Azza wa Jal, that Allah, he is always in the presence of Allah Azza wa Jal. That Allah is always with me and I am with them. When he is walking, talking. So bringing that activity, bringing that zikr. So another thing is when a person is doing this zikr, one should try to remain in that presence at least half an hour or so after this remembrance, constantly for half an hour or so. Then later on, when a person does another action, then he can refresh this as well. So inshallah, like this a person can do, and inshallah he will benefit, the smile, the positive action, and bringing happiness to the life and the hearts of people as well. And this is really what Sayyidina Abdul Aziz the Barahmullah is still doing now, that he is bringing smile and love and tranquility to the hearts of all those who are still listening and following their blessed guidance, because they're still seeing their blessed smile and their love, and it's extending all over the world, because whoever listens to them is really listening to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whoever echoes this, they are also indirectly following the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because these blessed teachings are really at the highest of levels of awliya that they have brought to us. And alhamdulillah, we have been favored, really favored, that we can at least hear and follow their blessed words through our teacher Sheikh Ahmad Dabbar, and have this blessed connection with them as well. So Jazakallah, may Allah enable all of us to bring this element of love and teachings of Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbar.
Jazakallah. I have another hand raised. Muhammad Adam, if you are ready, please say your salams and offer your feedback.
Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Whilst I was cleansing my life, I could see the blessed teacher in front of me today, and it was though guiding me through the process. I then blew the golden breath and transferred into the blessed teacher. Upon transferring, I could see myself sat with Hassab in a field. We sat in silence for a short time, and then the blessed teacher then said to me to the furthest meaning, stay true to yourself and never become complacent. Take the example of water. When water becomes stagnant, only then can bacteria and other impurities settle. However, when water is flowing, it remains pure and fresh. At this moment, I then transferred into the sub again, and I could see like there was an illuminated crystal orb, and there was like this long illuminated path as well, and at the end was a door. And when I glanced upon this door, my heart began telling me that this is the door to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and like my eyes were just amazed at the sight I was seeing, and then at this moment the blessed grand teacher then appeared in front of me and Hassab, and we presented our salam, and they began mentioning to the furthest meaning that many people will remember me on this certain day, as this was the day I returned to Allah Azza wa Jal. However, the best way to honor me and commemorate me is following my Ahmad, by following the course of Tazkiyah, by ticking your sheets, doing your personal amals, and updating your mentors. This will bring me happiness. Further Nasiha was that mentioned, but I cannot recall the rest. And then, however, towards the end, one thing I can recall was like they looked at me and said in a stern way that never doubt yourself on this path, as you have the key of all keys, my Ahmad. And after hearing this, I could hear the Durud and Salam being recited, and I sought permission and forgiveness to return. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah Badad. Over to Ustad Abdul Rahim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair, Brother Muhammad Adam, for your feedback, mashallah. Really, again, it is quite self-explanatory, but there are a few points, inshallah, that a person can benefit, and yourself as well. And one of them of the guidance, and again, firstly, one should be thankful, and really one does not deserve such blessing and being in such blessed company. Alhamdulillah that you have been in such sacred and pious and righteous company, and they have given you such wisdom of guidance. And one of them, as they have mentioned, is that the water, about the water, and it is true really, because say that the water, if it flows and it remains fresh, but if it is still, if it remains in one place, then bacteria and other darknesses can actually contaminate it as well. And this is really the body or the oneself is referring to, that one should not remain and be happy on where one is, meaning that I am fine and I've learned everything, and one should not be complacent in their daily activities, in their amals, in their good deeds, but one should always be trying to improve oneself. So this is why tomorrow should be a different day for you. It should be an improvement of the version of yesterday. So my day of tomorrow should be a better version of me than today. So every day should be a better version. And this is really the flow of water. This is the flow of Iman, the flow and the transfer of the spirit from one day to the other day. If the spirit does not flow and it just remains every day, then it becomes darkness and sins begins to creep in again. The most easy, simple sins and darknesses, the things that we try, the habits will come back again. So one should always be alert and always transfer their spirit, their Iman to the next day, meaning that every day the flow of Iman, the flow of blessing should be transferring every day. So the version of ourselves should be a better version of us the previous day. So mashallah, all of these blessings is really a reminder that it's reminding us that we should be steadfast on the purification. And as it's mentioned, is to always remember to follow the path of the Mashayikh. And we have a great path which has been taught by Sheikh Sayyid Amtad is the Barhma to our blessed teacher Sheikh Ahmad Dabbar, and to be remained in their guidance and teachings. That's how we will benefit. And never really, the last few messages, never doubt yourself, never think it is not, or never doubt yourself, meaning now you can do this. There is a way out of whatever darkness, whatever shortfalls you are going through. All you have to do is be in their company, bring their teachings in your company, and take away all the evil things, leave it behind, inshallah. So inshallah, jazakallah khair, and be steadfast and improve yourself day by day. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Ustad Abdul Rahim, and everybody who has participated in the Muraqbah and given their feedback. I want to now lead towards wrapping this session up for today, since there's no more feedback requested. And a reminder again for those of you who may have joined us late, that 2 weeks' time from tomorrow, we have our retreat, very special retreat, Purifiers of the Pilgrimage. The theme is centered around the Hajj that many of us will not be able to participate in this year physically, but spiritually we can. And spiritually we can draw the lessons from it spiritually as well, and see how we can be in that state of ihram beyond those days of Dhul Hijjah and Hajj, and how to be connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's exactly the theme of what has been discussed today. Never doubt yourself and never be stagnant wherever you are. Constantly strive to better yourself spiritually and have a very high aim. A lot of the time, the problem that we have is that we suffer from insecurity and self-doubt, which hampers our journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next week, try and join us again. And one task that I would like to leave with yourself, brothers and sisters, is to at least invite one more person to participate in this next week's session. We all know brothers and sisters who have been regular with us or who have not joined us today or may not have joined us for a few weeks. Ring them, invite them, bring them along, and let's help each other, because we are all struggling. Sometimes it will be us that will need the help, and we would appreciate the call when somebody else reaches out to us and motivates us. And sometimes we need to be the motivators and reach out to others. So bear that in mind, and do by all means join us again, and we look forward to seeing you, inshallah. And do register on Eventbrite for the forthcoming retreat. Inshallah, see you again next week. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Spiritual pilgrimage to the pleasure of the Almighty as we near the month of Zul Hijjah. With restrictions to perform Hajj physically, Tareeqah Muhammadiyah presents to you a unique 3-day retreat designed to uplift you spiritually and unlock the secrets of Hajj. Come and experience your spiritual journey on our The Purifiers of Pilgrimage retreat. You can still reach and attain the blessings of Hajj from the comforts of your home, socially distant but spiritually connected. Friday 16th July to Sunday 18th